Let me know, do you ever experience, running out of products and then you just have to use another product that doesn't really work for your hair? Do you want to continue experiencing that? Would you like to save time and energy? Then stuck up, boo. Hello, loves. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about 10 tips on how to keep your hair well moisturized. Now, I understand it is hard to keep your hair well moisturized in the winter time, especially with this cold, dry, harsh winter weather. And let me tell you, I am struggling as well because I'm trying to figure out what works well for my hair in the winter. What do I do in the winter time? And I'm here to just give you 10 tips that I have been using that have really worked really well for my hair. So if you're interested, then keep on watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I see a lot of you who are not subscribed to my channel, but you're watching my videos. So just subscribe. Just subscribe. Just subscribe. Oh yeah. Before we start the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'm waiting. Yes, I am. I'm waiting. Okay, so you've subscribed now and you've given me a thumbs up. Well, let's get started. So the first tip to keeping your hair well moisturized in the winter time is to use a moisturizing shampoo on a weekly basis. You do not want to be using any shampoo that's going to dry out your hair or cause any more excessive dryness during the winter time. You need a moisturizing shampoo that's, one, going to cause less tangles, two, going to cause less dryness, and keep your hair soft, supple, and moisturized. You do not want a shampoo that is going to cause any type of tangles, dryness, breakage. Breakage equals length retention, and you do not want to cause that during the winter time. You do not want your efforts going in vain. We want efforts to equal results, right? Right? We're not doing all of this to just not get no results. No. We want healthy, full, thick, bouncy, luscious curls, kinks, coils, all of the above. You feel me? I know I want it. I know you want it. Do this, and trust me, you will thank me later. Tip number 2 is you want to make sure that you are deep conditioning on a weekly basis and with heat. That is so important. And I'm just gonna give some specific advice to different porosities, because different porosities have to do different things. With high porosity hair, you want to make sure that you are not overusing heat, because your cuticles are already raised, and you do not want to be using heat to raise it even more, because that's just going to cause moisture to escape your hair even faster than it already is or has been. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are making sure that you use a conditioner that is going to seal in that moisture as well. And for low porosity girls, you want to be making sure that you use any form of external indirect heat, and that means hooded dryers, steam caps, deep conditioning caps, anything that's gonna really help the deep conditioner to really penetrate into your hair. You want to make sure that you are doing that, and you want to make sure that you are absolutely at least deep conditioning your hair on a weekly basis. And if you are a bit of a lazy natural, you want to make sure that you're doing it at least bi-weekly. If your body cannot go without water for a day, you should not expect your hair to go without moisture for over a week. It don't make no sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't. So tip number 3 to 10 tips on how to keep your hair well moisturized in the winter time. you want to make sure that you are doing low tension, low manipulation, or protective styles. Now, what do I mean low tension? You do not want to do any hairstyles that are going to cause excessive or too much tension on the scalp, because this is going to lead to breakage. And what does breakage lead to? No length retention. You do not want that. You do not want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to make sure that you are doing styles that are not going to pull on your scalp, that are not going to pull on your hair. Because if you stretch the hair too much and your hair doesn't have a lot of elasticity in it already, that's going to lead to breakage over time. And you don't want to be experiencing that, because that's where you start experiencing too much breakage, too much shedding. You're wondering why there's so much breakage and shedding on wash day. Sis, if you're doing styles that are causing so much tension on your scalp and hair, that's why. You don't want to do that. So I recommend doing low tension updos, twist outs, braid outs, buns. My favorite are buns, to be honest. That's what I'm rocking right now. I love buns. That's my go-to protective style. And if I'm not in a bun, I'm in the twist style. And I do want to, you know, dabble into wash and goes, but anyways, that's not about this video. That can be also low manipulation. So what I recommend is you go in between, you know, in between protective styles and out styles to kind of keep a balance. Yeah. So the fourth tip is to make sure that you are not wearing your hair out as frequently as you did in the summer, because if you do, you will end up with some dry, crispy, raggedy ends by the end of the season. Okay, when the season is over, you're gonna want some length retention. And if you're wearing your hair out all through the dry, cold, harsh weather, you don't want to put your hair through that. I mean, you already feel the cold yourself. Imagine what your hair feeling and it's dry and it's not being, you know, nourished well. So you want to make sure you are nourishing your hair really well. And you are making sure that you coat your hair and you are not wearing your hair out frequently. And also because we're wearing these jumpers and, you know, we're wearing clothes that are, you know, we're wearing clothes that don't really help our hair, our ends at all. So you want to make sure that your hair is not, you know, rubbing off those clothes as much. So tip number 5 is making sure that you trim your ends before the season starts and then after the season starts. Now, why would I say that? Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Because you do not want to go into the winter weather with some ends that need to be trimmed. If your ends have split ends, if your ends have single strand knots, if your ends look raggedy and thin and look like they breaking off, and they look like jig-jaggedy, if you feel me, then you definitely want to make sure that you are trimming your ends before the season starts, because this is going to give you a clean slate, and then you can go in and just really take care of your hair. Really take care of your hair, and your hair will be healthy from the root to the tips. And by the time the season ends, by the next time the next season comes, you won't have to trim as much. So trim your ends, girls. Trim your ends. So the 6th tip is you want to use heavier oils and butters. So you want to use things that are going to coat your hair, that are going to nourish your hair. I truly recommend using natural products when styling your hair, because it's not only going to coat your hair, but it's also going to nourish it and give it nutrients and vitamins that are going to help strengthen it. And you really do need this in the winter. You need your hair to be as strong as possible so that it's able to withstand the cold harshness of the winter. And I recommend oils like olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, hemp seed oil, argan oil. These are the type of oils that I use. I will be coming out with a video on my DIY hair growth oil that I use. I love using that hair growth oil. If you guys haven't watched my week in my natural hair video, I will leave it up in the card so you guys can check it out. I use it in that video, and I use that every single week in my hair. Every single week, like usually every other day I use it in my hair during the week. So what you doing, sis, if you ain't using those heavy oils and butters? You need to make sure that you are giving your hair that extra moisture, that extra TLC that it needs this winter. You feel me, sis? Okay? Tip number 7 to 10 tips on how to keep your hair well moisturized in the winter time. You want to use less direct heat, like blow dryers, flat irons, all of that. Okay, you want to, store them somewhere safe for the winter, and you just don't want to look at them unless you're using the blow dryer for deep conditioning. Then you just want to keep them somewhere else because you don't want to be tempted to straighten your hair. And I know this is the season to, like, straighten your hair because the weather doesn't help. It doesn't have as much humidity in the air, so the weather is more feasible for flat ironing your hair. But you do not want to do that. You want to upkeep the health of your hair so that it can be prepared for the next season. You feel me? The next chapter. You feel me? Okay. So you want to use less direct heat in your hair, and you just want to make sure that you're just using less direct heat. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Tip number 8 is to moisturize more frequently. You need to find the best moisturizing, or one of the best moisturizing techniques or routines that you can find for your hair. I do a lot of research on how to keep natural hair moisturized, and what I have found for my hair this winter is the LCO method. The LCO method keeps my hair very moisturized, very moisturized during the winter time. I will be doing a video on how I do the LCO method on my hair and how to keep your hair well moisturized. I will be doing a video on that and showing you guys how I do that. But it really keeps my hair so moisturized, and I have low porosity hair, and it really keeps my hair moisturized for days. Like, sometimes I can go 4 or 5 days without having to re-moisturize my hair because it's such a good technique, and also because I use really good quality products. I do make my own deep conditioner, my own conditioner, my own leave-in conditioner, so that really helps as well because I know what I'm putting into my hair, and I'm making sure that everything that I'm putting into my hair is nourishing and moisturizing. So you really want to make sure that you use moisturizing products, and you want to make sure you use those moisturizing products frequently. This is going to be the difference between dry hair, moisturized hair, and ultra moisturized hair. You feel me? The 9th tip is scalp massages. Scalp massages with your hair oil. For example, with my DIY hair growth oil, I like to use that to massage my scalp sometimes. I will add some peppermint essential oil to help encourage hair growth and stimulate hair growth. And it's also really relaxing, calming, and helps heat up my scalp in this cold weather. So scalp massages are very good, and they upkeep the health of your scalp. I cannot stress this enough. You need to make sure that you keep your hair moisturized and your scalp moisturized, and keep both of them healthy. This is so important. Now, the last tip of this video is you need to make sure you stock up on your favorite products. You want to make sure that you have your holy grails on deck. On deck. What I say? On deck. You need to make sure you keep your favorite products on deck, because you do not want to run out of your favorite products. Because what is going to happen, because people buy so much this season, you do not want to run out of your favorite products. Trust me, I've been there. You don't want to, it don't want to happen. It don't want to happen. So you are better off buying products in bulk before the winter starts, and making sure that you have all your stash ready, basically, so that you are equipped for the winter harshness. If you experience the winter harshness, and if you do, you know what I mean. And basically, you want to make sure that you don't go through this season, running out your favorite products, and then you have to run to the store, and then they don't have it in stock, they don't have it online, and now you have to use some trash ass product that don't work for your hair. And honestly, there's not really any trash ass product out there, but there might be products that just don't work as well as your holy grail products, and you don't want to be using them this winter. You just don't. Don't experiment this winter. Keep to what you know this winter, basically. So yeah, just keep to what you know. And also, this is just really gonna save you time and energy, because you already have to put so much energy, focus, and time into moisturizing your hair. You don't want to make the process longer, and you want to make it as hassle free as possible. You feel me? So that is all for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful, and make sure that you share this video with anyone you think will find this video helpful. And remember, give this video a thumbs up, because this really helps my channel. Here's a picture of the conditioner that I use, and here is a picture of the hair butter I use. I use both these hair conditioner and butter. I make both these conditioners and hair butter because I know what my hair needs, and I just need to make sure that I am using something that is really going to nourish my hair and give it what it needs. Just give it what it needs, because I know what it needs, so I might as well give it what it needs. Feel me? We're not trying to waste no time here. Nope, we're not. Bonus tip. So I wanted to give you guys a bonus tip on 10 tips on how to keep your hair well moisturized. So this is going to be the 11th tip. So you really want to make sure that you upkeep the moisture protein balance in your hair during the winter time. Our hair is made up of 70% protein, and it is so important during the winter time to not experience over moisturized hair. If you are moisturizing your hair, you're moisturizing your hair frequently, you're deep conditioning, you're making sure you're using moisturizing shampoo, you want to make sure that you are going in with your protein treatment maybe once every month or once every 2 months, which is most likely what I will go for, because I have low porosity hair, and this will truly make a difference. Trust me, it will. It will. I like to use silk amino acids in my hair because that's what works well for me, but use whatever works for you. And make sure you upkeep the protein in your hair. That is all for this video. I'm going to see you guys in the next. All the videos will be linked in the description box, or will be in the iCards, so make sure to check them out. Bye, loves.